Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Montreal. We've got the Canadiens and the Canucks. And the Canucks have had their record back to even 500 after reeling from last night's 6-2 defeat against the Canadiens. And they are back in Montreal for their fifth game of the year against the Canadiens. They are 1-3 against Montreal this year. The Canadiens have not lost to Vancouver in regulation. And the Canucks try to find a way to win here today, trailing the Canadiens by 2 points in the standings and Toronto by 3 points in the standings in the North Division, and only leading Winnipeg by 1 point in the standings. Canucks third in the North Division, Canadiens second in the North Division. No matter who wins or loses today, the Canadiens will be at second place. Well, Canadiens actually could burst to first place, but if they win, but if the Canucks win or lose, they'll still stay at third place. But if the Canucks lose, they would be 3 points behind Toronto for second place and 4 points behind Montreal for first place. But the Canadiens, but the Canucks winning would just tie them for second. Yes, I will do it right now. Nick Sirianni, I don't know too much about him. Let me just, I'll come back. I'll be right back. I'm just going to go grab, some headphones for my phone that I can use. Rugged performance of the Honda Pilot, Passport, and CR-V. Get financing with no 0% APR. Select 2021 Honda.
Introducing new Extra Charge Coffee at Dunkin', because it's time for a little extra this year. Extra boost, extra kick, so we can get it extra done. New hot and iced Extra Charge Coffee with 20% more caffeine. Order ahead plus earn rewards. America runs on Dunkin'.
Your most life-changing sleep is about what's underneath. This is the Casper mattress. Inside, precisely 1,501 perforations create a cooling system so effective, you won't be awake to notice. Only Casper.
The call for not before we go to Michelle Lacroix on the PA at the Bell Center. Enjoy the game, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise to move your hats and caps for the singing of the national anthem by Brittany Kellogg, accompanied on the organ by Tiago.
Oh, Canada, terre de nos aïeux, ton vent et celle de fleurs glorieux, car ton bras s'est porté les filles, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
We're back. We are back in Canada, the Canadiens. And what do I think of Nick Sirianni? Oh, the Eagles' new coach. Again, I told you we'll have to see for him, but he seems like a young, offensive-minded coach. But enough of that. Yeah, that's all Canada, our home and native land, that whole thing. So, all right, GDD Games. I know the Blue Jackets are playing today. I'm almost positive. I forget who against, but I'm pretty sure they are playing tonight. I believe the puck might be playing now. Yes, at home against Dallas. Again, we'll have games during intermissions, and a new thing that I've been trying out. The other 7 o'clock games I'll try to do as well. That there's only one that'll be played today at 7 o'clock besides this one, and that will be Dallas and Columbus. So just like that. Face-off won by the Canucks. Here's Tyler Mott from the Montreal boards, and this puck comes out of play 5 seconds in. So this is what I realized. Derek Nansen, the linesman, looks on. For this game, as this is the 1,000th game for Shea Weber. Here's what I realized, guys. The Canucks, they didn't have the zone time. You're not going to have that. But the last game last night, even though they got clobbered, they had shots on goal pretty close by. And you're not going to get zone time against Montreal. They're just scrappy and fast. You just are not going to do it, which is fine. Here's what the Canucks can do in order to win. I think the real big problem that Montreal feeds off of, turnovers. Can't turn the puck over, and Mott almost did. And you got to get it out as well. But, I mean, if Montreal makes plays to not let the puck get out, you don't have to really beat yourself up about it if you're Vancouver, but don't turn the puck over. Even penalties isn't that much of a problem because Vancouver didn't let up a power play goal. They've only let up 2 in all of the games against the Montreal Canadiens. I believe they scored 3 or 4. I think 4 as the Canadiens try to pass it in front off Suzuki's stick. But the turnovers becomes the biggest problem that fuels this Canadiens offense. Shot in by Kotkaniemi and off the boards. It came in across. The Canadiens the Canucks try to shoot it in. They did. Myers pushing it. Miller tries to go grab it. Hoglander with the check, but the Canadiens move. They have numbers, but then the Canucks are able to get back. Wheeling behind the net. Looking across is Petrie. Shoots. He had 2 goals last night. Suzuki behind the net. Hands off to Drouin. And a save made. And what the first goal would do, how big that would be for Vancouver. No, I don't want a Mete trade. We talked about this yesterday. No Mete trade. I don't really want to trade anyone on this Canucks team as the puck comes up high. And it went off of Anderson's glove. And here comes Niels Hoglander to center. A pass across. Pettersson shoots. Save Price. Or save Allen. Excuse me. And the first shot of the night be credited to Vancouver. You can say damn. That's fine. You don't have to blur it. Are those the Canadiens reverse retros? They don't look too much different. Are you talking about Montreal's reverse retros, or are you talking about Columbus's reverse retros? Or Columbus's? Okay. I'll have some coverage of that game. I don't know when, but I'll have some coverage of that game. I will, if that game ends after this game ends, then I will have some broadcast of that. As Gaudette, and it came to the line. Shot on rope. Got to push this through. Canucks have not grabbed the lead or scored the first goal since the opener game against Montreal at home that they won in the shootout from the Bo Horvat goal. As this puck comes all the way back for Kulak from the boards and over to Toffoli, who's been so good against Vancouver, just dominant. Here's Hughes with a terrific pass, but then that comes off of Mott's stick, and Mott lays a hit on Edmondson. Edmondson got checked. Canadiens try to take it out. They will to Foley, but then the Canucks get it right back. Jordy Ben off the boards. Glove down. And shot over a stick. Less than 3 minutes in, and this will be icing against Vancouver. I'm okay with McEwen being dealt. I like McEwen. I like his size, but he's not a really skilled offensive player. No picks. No picks. 2-1 shots in favor. And a good hit from the boards there. Beagle trying to backhand it through. He did. And it'll be taken back by Petrie. Jeff Petrie. McEwen gets laid down, and he made a play on the puck, but he'll go for a change. Just Jordy Ben. Again, don't turn the puck over if you're Vancouver. This is shot into Jake Allen. Hands it over to Edmondson, who passes in behind. Vancouver, another thing maybe you try to do is don't try to turn the puck over, but maybe try to force the Canadiens to turn the puck over. Here is JT Miller. He hands it off. Shot by Myers. Blocked in front. And it comes to the boards, and Allen also hit it. It went to Allen. It wasn't completely blocked in front. Did get to the goaltender as Myers cycles at his own end. Over to Brock Besser, who shoots in. Weber, beautiful back pass before he went to the wall, and then a pass on across for Sherratt. Good movement by the Canadiens. Ben Sherratt in behind the goal, trying to stuff it in front, and it's taken away by Tyler Myers. I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe Philadelphia can get the Eagles can get another good year. Shot by Chatfield, who's looking for his first of the year, is bodied down and stopped by Price, and a communion gathers behind. It's stopped by Allen. He's calling Price. And a communion for Vancouver Montreal is right behind the Canadiens' goal. And that was a rebound. That was the rebound that went to center. It actually was a rebound. That's why it looked like it was blocked, but it was a square-up rebound off the boards, and the Canadiens so good at getting there. And here's the shot by Chatfield. And he squares up to get that pass. Oh, okay, 1-0 Dallas. Good to know. Here's a chance by Edler, and that's blocked away. Edler trying to keep it in. He will get it. These have got to be crisp passes. It almost was turned over, but then Edler gets it back off the stick as that was a bouncing puck from the boards. And Roussel tries to push it there, but he got hit by Kulak. Brent Kulak, Canucks shoot in. Gaudette chases Victor Mete. Mete shoots all the way down and into the Vancouver zone. And there is Anderson, and he's chasing Hughes. Here are the Canucks. Pearson, who is dead tired, finally able to chip it through, and Hughes makes a play as the Canucks are changing him behind. Here's a shot by Pearson. That one went wide. Canucks keep it in. Hoglander, and then it comes to center ice. 14:46 left to go in the first period. Corey Perry to Dangle. He takes a big hit by Tanner Pearson. Former Duck and former King converge. Canadiens almost turned it over, but now they'll bring in Evans, who shoots wide. And now Ben took a hit, and Thatcher Demko is able to steer it off the side. No, I hate the Eagles. I like the Giants and the Texans. Giants first. Here's Toffoli in front. Pass to the goal, and a great save by Thatcher Demko. And a few pushing and shoving in front of the Vancouver goal. Still, yeah, I think so. For Carolina, I think so. Do you have family from Hartford or something? Because I notice you always talk about the Whalers, and I know you're a Blue Jackets and Oilers fan. So I was wondering Hi, Nathan. We'll have Detroit Tampa tomorrow as that's shafted off the stick of Byron. And here comes McEwen, stops the break, shoots wide. Here's Jay Beagle. Beagle takes a hit. Off from Mete. Canucks try to shoot in, and the Canadiens go and grab it. In the 1,000th game of the career of Shea Weber. British Columbia native. He was drafted to the Nashville Predators, played there for so long, almost went to the Flyers, but the Predators decided to take him, and then he was in the PK Subban deal, which led him here to the Canadiens. And he has been here ever since, and the captain for the last few years there. Hi, Royal York. No, because you keep on doing those separated sentences. Byron shoots blocked off of Schmidt's stick. Here's the pass to the line to Tar, and then Sherratt, and it's blocked by Besser, who backhands it through off of Miller, who takes a hit by the Habs bench. And Hoglander lost the puck. Here are the Canadiens. Brendan Gallagher shoots, and that's fanned off. Here's Nils Hoglander. Hoglander moving into the Montreal zone. Hoglander goes through one, and now it carried it over for Hughes, and a shot, and that's stopped. Canucks trying to get back as here comes Anderson. Anderson spinning backhand pass off the glass, and here comes Vancouver. End-to-end action here. Backhand to center ice, and they got it. Tanner Pearson off of Byron's supposed check, and a big hit by the smaller Hoglander. Canucks trying to keep it in, and it'll go right behind. Aggressively playing are the Vancouver Canucks. It's Pettersson taking a hit, and Pearson gets bumped. In the pass to Chatfield. Chatfield shoots for a stick and kept in for Allen to chase it away and steer it through. Canadiens trying desperately to get to center ice. They will. Suzuki tries to pass it off, and it goes right to the glove of Demko, who will find the whistle and stop play. Nathan, we're not starting this again. 12-12 left in the first. No score. And we're back? I guess so. Just like that, we're back. Oh, okay. That was weird. They showed the face-off, then they went right to commercial. Icing against Vancouver now. As the puck got cleared all the way to Mete, they looked like they were going to go to commercial, and then they showed the players still on the bench. They never went to commercial, and then it said it was a commercial, and really wasn't. We missed an icing, but that's about it. Kotkaniemi, Roussel, puck in from behind, taking a hit as Chatfield, and the puck gets flown into the Canadian zone. Here comes Victor Mete. Behind Jake Allen, and he's chased by Roussel. Roussel wasn't in that game last night, and you think that maybe that has changed the way that the Canadian Canucks are playing as Corey Perry passes this off to center. Anderson fakes it. Anderson pass in front off of the stick of Perry, and then there's a shot by Evans. And Corey Perry behind the net. Perry with it. Hauled down. No call. Here is Evans. Now there will be a call against Vancouver. Power play coming up to Montreal as Mete turns this off the center. Now it'll be a 6-on-5 for the Canadiens until the Canucks touch the puck. As Jake Allen now on the bench. Gallagher shoots through, and then Beagle touches it. And we'll see what the penalty is and who it's on. It's interference call against Alexander Edler. The Canadiens with a 5-on-4 when we come back. Sure, Alexis.
Financing is with 0% APRs like 2021 Honda Canucks.
FanDuel has made it incredibly easy to bet the big game. You know what game I'm talking about. Legally, I'm not allowed to say the word.
No, Alexis, I've told you before why.
All your favorite bets are on FanDuel Sportsbook. The coin flip, same game parlays, the first touchdown, any touchdown.
The more and more you ask for a mod,
Users can get exclusive 55
the more likely you won't get the mod. You have to just kind of change the way that you were acting on the stream to be better to get a mod. Remember, we want you to speak in full sentences if you can. I mean, I don't know if English is your first language. If English isn't your first language, I understand. But still, we'll wait. Who has HCR2? Royal York, I'm not sure what you're asking.
of the evening, Shea Weber.
Maybe if you want to explain that. They are now the Montreal, not crowd, but the Montreal bench and the stadium, and then, everything else is now acknowledging and commemorating Shea Weber on 1,000 games played in Montreal. I don't have that game. Not yet, but if he keeps on asking, then sure. Petrie from behind the net. Petrie backhand pass in front for the Montreal power play to kind of work. Drouin passed it across, and it's offside against the Canadiens.
Guys, family not around in the building, but some signs from Shea Weber's kids, Beckett, Kenley, and Maddox, all creating some signs for Dad for game number 1,000. So at least there was somewhat of a family feel to the celebration.
See the referees congratulating Shea.
I told you, Nathan. Oh, on Royal York. I don't know. I'm not going to deal with it right now. Over from Drouin behind the net. I appreciate you not call people idiots, though, and do stuff like that. They're just trying to make it a little better for everyone. There's the pass to the slot. Over for Toffoli, who drops it off Petrie. Back to Toffoli. Tyler Toffoli, pass to the right circle. And backhanded to the line again and shot in. Canadiens working on the power play. That stuffed wide. Beagle tries to clear. He cannot, as Petrie still doggedly working with determination. And then it went offside for some reason. Delayed offside against Montreal. So Vancouver can kill the clock some more. And shot in, and oh no. For some reason, the Canucks just had too many men on the ice while they were trying to kill the penalty. And that might be a game breaker. Yes, you can stay in the stream. Yep, we're doing that. And not only do we have that crisis, we got a penalty crisis. Too many men on the ice against Vancouver when they were trying to figure out a way to take advantage of Montreal. So 48 seconds on the first power play. And then it's a 5-on-3 for Montreal. It's really scary, especially because of the way they move the puck. Vancouver wins the draw and dumps it down the ice. Yeah, you told me the coach. Here's Petrie. Chance in front. Blocked away. Canucks have to get this out. They cannot. Kept in by Drouin. Dropped it off. Weber is there. Petrie. And the 5-on-3. And Suzuki. Suzuki with it. Over to Weber. Shoots blocked. And Myers off the glass, off the boards, and all the way down to Jake Allen. One last chance for the Canadiens on the 5-on-3. And then they will have that 5-on-4. Here's Suzuki right off his stick. Canucks down the boards. And it'll be cleared. And Edler out of the box. So now the 5-on-4. And shorthanded here are the Canucks. Edler drops it off and it comes to center. Minute left in the power play for Montreal. Chatfield slap shots it down the ice. I am streaming. Tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. Eastern, Red Wings Lightning. Kotkaniemi shoots in behind Mott. Tries to take it away. Mott turned over off his stick. And then Chatfield a hit. They kind of got the Canucks running around. If they can establish interior position, they should be good for the kill. Here's Perry. Drops off to Tar. Same thing for them offensively, though. Right off Mette's stick, and it clopped down to center ice. And here's Kotkaniemi back into the offensive zone. They have numbers. Here's Gallagher. Shot blocked. And back up high, Myers will shoot this out of play, but are they going to call a penalty? I don't think so. There's no doubt in my mind that looked to be deflected. Yep, it's deflected off of a Montreal Canadian player, so it will be just out of the zone. Nice. I like cotton candy. I haven't had them in like months and months and months, but nice. Jesperi Kotkaniemi off the face-off draw and taken away. Now Victor Mete. Mete holds it. Kotkaniemi shoots up high. Rebound. Lanced off of a stick. Kept in by Mete. Mete. The Tatar behind the net. Tatar on the goal. And try to take over. And the Canucks will throw it. Kept in, but the penalty's over. So they killed both. That shot blocked around again off of Roussel and taken by Myers, who banks off the boards. Will it be icing? No. And Sutter was able to go down and try to win it. Here's Hoglander from the boards. Hoglander pass in front and taken by Hughes after that puck came dangerously close to the blue line. Rolling in is Pettersson, shooting blocked and taken away by the Canadiens. Evans and over, and a shot like an in, save, Demko. From the left boards again. I hear you. I see you. You said Peter. 7:09 left in the first. Canadiens keep it in. Petrie, wrist shot on net that deflected and around. Hit by Pearson, and now here comes Jordy Ben. Lofts it over Hoglander. Back pass in. Here is Pearson working on Petrie. Tanner Pearson. Checked by Petrie. Taken by Edmondson. Former Blue gets it over to Suzuki, and by the Montreal bench, it's Pearson. Shooting it back in and dumping it through. Dumps it in, and here is Horvat. Picking a hit. The Lotto line trying to get there. Miller off of his boards and shot off of the boards and shot in again. That's the back pass into the middle. That blocked again before Horvat was trying to find some position on Jake Allen. Drouin somehow got that puck over to Suzuki, and here's Jonathan Drouin. Drouin with it. Goes over to Anderson, who lost the step. Here's Sherratt. Shot, rebound, they score. And somehow this puck comes in, and it was a rolling puck. And Demko nearly stopped it, and it's 1-0 Habs. And it goes off of Anderson's stick, with Chatfield trying to establish interior position and just not there. Trying to figure out something here if you're Vancouver. And passed over to Allen behind the net. Jake Allen. Thrown in front. Beagle could never get there. The Canucks have not turned the puck over much, and they've been very disciplined defensively. Now the Canucks need to start getting aggressive with their offense. You've come to play. This has not been a bad game for the Canucks. You've had zone time. You're tied with shots on, or you're only down by 2 with shots on goal. You're only down by 1 in the score sheet. On the road in Montreal. Here's Pettersson from behind the net. He just cannot get there. Forecheck, the Canucks try to establish. And here comes Danault. Shoots wide. And the Canucks take it over to center. Moves in. Tanner Pearson drops off. Hoglander takes a hit from the far boards. Pettersson chasing Petrie. Somebody's got to lay a body on him. Jeff Petrie still with it. Taken away by Hoglander. Hoglander moves. And he is chased by Suzuki, who lays a hit on Hoglander. And it comes to center. And it's taken away by Tatar. Tatar moves by. There's a hit by Hughes. The Canadiens still trying to take this away. The Jordy Ben, great pass to prevent the turnover off the boards. And flown to center. Hoglander shoots in. And here he comes for the forecheck on a much bigger Edmondson. No, Demko. Here's a chance in. Evans tried to get there. The Canucks try to deflect that puck away, but it's kept in by Montreal. Horvat to take that through, and Chatfield from behind his own net. Chatfield shoots to the boards. Mete was there, and here come the Canucks with numbers. It's JT Miller. Miller slows up. Chatfield with it. Jalen Chatfield. He shoots in. And behind the net, Edler tries to go grab it. Big hit by the far boards, and Besser, it's just a little infuriating as a Canucks fan that Vancouver just can't make the checks and keep the puck in and just have puck movement. Allen behind the net. And now here's Evans. Excuse me, not Evans. As there's a chance in front. What a save by Demko. That was Anderson, excuse me. And the puck wasn't a turnover, but it was a rolling puck. And this one slotted right for Jonathan Drouin. And the former Tampa Bay Lightning player could not score, but it is 1-0 Anderson and the Canadiens.
He was so sweet and tiny. No, he's not so tiny. No, but
Yeah, I can't do that.
luckily with
Rihanna.
mortgage, we can adjust our home loan options, customize our monthly payments, down payments, and our closing costs. Now we can get a home with more space and a yard. Yeah, real big.
So when you need to find a place that fits your budget and worth this, Rocket Camp. FanDuel has made it incredibly easy.
And also, if you're wondering, Rihanna, they've done it before. They've done it twice. It's happened to me twice. Because it's copyright, so they say they'll put a notice up and they'll say, this is a copyright strike from YouTube. You have gone against our copyright policy. If you want to, you can call YouTube to try to change this, but you will be banned from live streaming for 90 days. It's happened twice. I can use an alternate account, but it's extremely annoying. It's very infuriating.
Mass Mutual, proud partner of the NHL.
Ali Miktu, what are you saying? Yeah, Alexis, you can just ask it. You don't have to say you have a question for me. Just ask me a question. Oh, it's fine. No, it's fine. A lot of people don't know. You'll watch a lot of hockey YouTubers like I'll Take Hockey. Oh, that's the other thing. On Thursday when I get to school, I'll be talking to Hot Take Hockey about this. Hot Take Hockey is actually going to be live streaming the same game that I am on Thursday and Saturday, but he's going to be doing it in a different way. It's basically like if you want to change feeds, you'll get the Maple Leafs as this is turned over. Drouin holds in and off his stick. You get the as it's over for Anderson. Back from the line to Evans. Chance in front and wide. Canucks to try to take it out. Roussel turned over again. Here's Suzuki shooting. Blocked. There's a shot by Petrie. They score. See, that's exactly what can't happen. And here we go again. It's 2-0 Habs. And it's Anderson, a tip in front. And this is all because the Canucks turned the puck over in their own zone. It's Evans, and it goes off of Suzuki to make it 2-0 Canadiens. Oh. They didn't score. Canucks didn't score, but that was just that. So, Canucks down by 2 here. They really just have a problem with this Montreal team. Puck flown to center. That first goal, that was a tricky goal, but I don't blame it as much. That second goal is really scary because of the fact that it came off of a turnover and because of what can happen when those those happen. Pass in front, JT Miller. Canadiens take it out. Clear pass to center ice. Yeah, sorry, question. I told you I can't make a list, but you can make a list and you can show it to me. I don't care too much about the Canadiens as much. Like, I don't hate the Canadiens. I just I don't really have a feeling about them. I'm just annoyed at them because they keep on scoring against Vancouver this season. No, I have nothing against Montreal. There's only one Canadian team that I really don't like, that I will incessantly root against. And it's funny, I used to like them, but I don't anymore. Josh knows very well what team that I'm talking about, probably because he also likes them. Here comes Hoglander, pass in front, Roussel off his stick. Pearson, Hoglander got bumped off the puck, and Evans, and now Chatfield working on him, and Toffoli, and now over for Edler. It's not the Leafs. I don't mind the Leafs. If you want to guess, you can. Josh Ravens 8 knows. It's not Toronto. I don't mind the Leafs. I kind of don't like Ottawa, but I'll root for them in certain games. As the Canucks will move up to center. It's not the Senators. I'll help you with this one. As Roussel pushed in, puck almost went through, and then it went out. Oh, Canucks nearly made it 2-1. I'll give you a hint there. It's one of the teams in by Vancouver. That Vancouver's a big rival with. Roussel backhander to the goal. Oh, yeah, sure. And taking that, Roussel took a hit as well. 35 seconds left. Myers from the boards. Roussel again now to Victor Mete. Canadiens would love a clear. Mete takes a hit. Roussel. Canadiens now may be getting their clear. They will. Sutter. And now here's Schmidt. Check. I don't know what you mean, who that is. Over for Jake Allen behind his net. He shoots up high. Besser from Miller. Miller trying to find him behind Myers, and that'll end the period. So the Canadiens, 2-0 again. The Canucks have played good, but the Canadiens have played better. They have a 2-0 lead going into the second period. Just like last time, Montreal leads by 2, headed to period 2. It is Calgary. It is Calgary, Rihanna. It is. Zach Bolduc, I like him. I will tell you right now where all the teams in the NHL are ranked for me. I wrote it. I'm pretty sure I wrote it. Number one, my favorite team. You hate them too well. Number one, my favorite team. It's actually not Vancouver. This is my second favorite team. But if you want to watch this channel, you won't see me stream my favorite team for like a week because of COVID and everything, which if you follow the NHL, will give you a gigantic hint on what team that is. And that's the New Jersey Devils. So I'll run through you my favorite team. The Devils are my favorite team. Then second are the Canucks. Third are Detroit. I'll be streaming them tomorrow against Tampa. I normally just stream the Devils, Canucks, and Red Wings games unless it's like there's, like nationally televised game or one game a year. But when the playoffs, I'll stream everybody. Number 4 is Minnesota. Yeah. Number 4 is bad logo. I don't really care about logos. I mean, I think it's cool, but I don't really. It doesn't bother. Number 4 is Minnesota. Number 5 is Arizona. And number 6 is Florida. Number 7 is Winnipeg. Number 8 is Edmonton. I like the Jets and the Oilers, actually, especially Winnipeg. Number 9 is Washington. Number 10 is Buffalo. Number 11 is San Jose. Number 12 is the New York Islanders. Number 13 is the Boston Bruins. Number 14 is Philadelphia. I don't know who I think. Probably Minnesota, I would say, has the best logo. Number 15 is Nashville. Number 16 is Seattle. Number 17 is Montreal. Number 18 is St. Louis. Number 19 is Toronto. Number 20 is Columbus. Number 21 is Anaheim. Number 22 is Vegas. Number 23 is Calgary. Number 24 is Tampa Bay. Number 25 is Dallas. Number 26 is Ottawa. Ottawa's ranked lower than Calgary, but it's just kind of that they're kind of annoying. If Ottawa plays the Calgary Flames, I'm rooting for the Senators. Number 27 is Chicago. Number 28 is Colorado. Once you get to 27, these are teams like I absolutely, 27 to 32, these are teams that I absolutely cannot stand. 27 is Chicago. 28 is Colorado. 29 is Los Angeles. 30 is Carolina. And these two teams, like, I really don't like LA or Colorado or Carolina, but these two teams, 31 and 32, I apologize to you fans of the teams, and I have a lot of friends that are fans of both these teams, but I loathe the teams. Not the franchise, obviously. They're good franchises, but I loathe the teams. It's just my opinion. And that's Pittsburgh and the Rangers. Oh, my God, I got 400 subs! Oh, thank you, guys. I didn't even check. Thank you so much. I am so excited, so happy. I've been streaming for 2 years, 400 subscribers. We're 600 away now from me being able to live stream on my phone and some other perks. I couldn't do it without you guys. 400 subscriptions. I am so happy, so excited. Thank you so much. Yesterday games, 6-2, 3 goals in the first period, last 3 in the second. Yeah, I know, and the Canucks have had a rough second period this season. Thank you, Rihanna. I appreciate that. I'm not trying to be one of those crazy big YouTubers. I'm going to school to be a sports broadcaster. So in high school, we had to create now I'm in college, but in high school, we had to create some projects. So I decided to create a YouTube channel. And then after I did the test, not the test, like the assignment and the project, and I got my grade in senior year, I decided, you know what? I don't want this just to be this like fun little thing. I want it to be an actual something big. So this has been this. I've been streaming for, it's going to be 3 years in May. This is an unbelievable experience. Thank you. I appreciate it. Right now, I'm a junior in college. I might have 2 more years though, just because credits wise, it's really tough in college, but I am working my way to be a play-by-play broadcaster for the National Hockey League. Do I like Bulldog? Yeah, he's a good player. All right, let's do some. Let's broadcast some other games going around the National Hockey League. Let's see who's on. I don't think anyone else is on right now. I go to Montclair State University from North New Jersey. In fact, I'll be moving in on Thursday. So the Toronto, and that was the other thing I was going to say. Hot Take Hockey, a huge hockey streamer, he will be streaming the Canadiens, no, not Canadiens, the Canucks and the Leafs game, but he'll be giving you like the Leaf perspective of things. So I will be streaming the same time. I'll be giving you the Canucks perspective of things. So if you want to go on to that one. I will be actually asking. Hey, GDD Games. All right, who else is playing? Is Columbus playing right now? Or are they at the end of the first? They're at the end of the first. No games right now, and I don't think we're going to hit any games until. And yes, the Columbus-Dallas game is probably going to have probably be still going on when this game is over. So that's good to know. Yep, that's true. I used to love them. I don't like them that much anymore. Let me look to see where I ranked them. 22. I used to really love them. I don't like them anymore because of that series against Vancouver. Their team is a bit annoying, but I wasn't one of those who were like, oh, Vegas, it's not fair. They get to go to the Cup final and we have to. No, I'm not that guy. I thought it was great that they got there, and I have actually a special connection. I met the broadcasters and a bunch of players on the Washington Capitals, So that year I kind of was I was excited to see Vegas in, but I was totally on Washington to win the cup. So happy that they did. Yeah, I would say that's probably a good spot for them. Maybe I bump him up 5 spots up. I'm not pumping his tires, but I think I could put him at 70.
Kids looking at me and asking me why I was turning me red, and I didn't know. I was looking for as much information as I could get my hands on. When I got the results for my food sensitivity test, I was very, very surprised. I went on the elimination diet immediately, and I had results within 2 weeks. I felt like a completely different person.
All right, so I think in about 10 minutes we should have 8 o'clock Eastern time for most people. For some of you in Montreal, I believe that's. Just give me 1 second. Doing the math in my head. 20 Eastern time. I know that those in Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal, Nova Scotia, you guys use military time. We don't in the United States, but so we'll be hitting that soon. There are a few people. I think Josh, the only one here on. Well, actually, no, not just Josh. Nathan is on in California, so 5 o'clock Eastern Pacific time coming for you. So, I mean, I know you guys already know the clock, but just kind of making it sound a little more professional. Yeah. Toronto is the U.S. No, it's not. Toronto's Canada. Seeing downtown Montreal. And it's funny, they got a little spin needle type tower. Kind of looks like the CSN tower, but it's not. But we'll see the CSN tower on Thursday and Saturday for the final team that the Canucks have not played in the North, the division leaders. Although if Montreal keeps this up, I believe they jump atop the division and leapfrog Toronto, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I mean, you'd be excused if you heard Sonny and Shares. I got you, babe, after that goal, because that's been the theme of the Vancouver Canucks turnovers after turnovers. You saw last night 3 goals resulted directly from turnovers, not to mention a couple of bad mistakes from JT Miller. And this has been a theme throughout the season. We also saw it against the Ottawa Senators in that first period a couple of games ago. Turnover after turnover, Thatcher Demko bailed him out. And Demko tonight made a few big saves off a couple of bad bounces, but off that turnover, especially the second goal there, he couldn't make that big save. And you can't blame it on the goalie when you leave him out to dry this often, as the Canucks have with all the repeated turnovers.
Looking at some of the plays that have been made, some of the goals and stuff. Peter Ratti is bumped down in your list, 24. I'd say maybe 26. I might bump him down a little more.
See, I don't think the issue, Murph, has been the system itself. It has been the lack of execution within the system. When you look at how the Canucks have been playing, it's not like against the Montreal Canadiens that they're getting hemmed in and you got chance after chance and systemic breakdowns in terms of how they're trying to exit their own zone. This is simply players making bad mistakes. And yeah, perhaps you want to rein in some of that creativity, but you got to be careful. The Canucks' best players are their most creative players. Quinn Hughes, Elias Pettersson. You look at JT Miller as well. These guys are making mistakes we're not accustomed to seeing from these guys. Not to mention veterans like Brandon Sutter tonight with that turnover. I don't believe the Canucks have the personnel, Mark, to try to play a shut-it-down type of game. They don't have the defensemen for it. They don't have the forwards for it. They have to try to create more offense than the defensive issues they have.
Yeah, if Montreal wins this game, they would jump atop the division. Vancouver's got to be careful if they lose this game because they've got some teams around them that, if certain things happen in Calgary, Winnipeg, Edmonton, Canucks could be bumped down a couple spots and out of the playoff picture again. So, again, they're in charge of their own destiny, whatever happens. But would have been nice if Calgary had won last night's game in regulation, because the Jets got a point where it would have been good to keep him in. Hill, I might put at 15. Like, he's that good.
That's been the big issue. Now, if you have the Habs on top of you really quickly and with an aggressive forecheck, and they can force you into making mistakes, that's one thing. But a lot of these mistakes are being made because the players are simply gripping their sticks too tightly, it seems.
You mentioned Demko. Certainly not his fault, but made a couple of saves, especially at 1-0 on Giroux.
Yeah, that was a huge save from Thatcher Demko. We've seen this from him the past few games. He makes big critical saves when this team really needs it. It wasn't a horrible period from the Canucks in that first year. They had a couple of mistakes, a couple of breakdowns happened, but for the most part, they were pretty tight in their own zone. But if it wasn't for Thatcher Demko making a few big saves, this game could have already been out of hand, and they really need a goalie to bail them out considering how many mistakes they are making right now.
The Canucks, you look at it, they, it's funny that I know it's 2-0, but the second goal, again, that was egregious, but the first goal wasn't that bad. It was just a misplay. So the Canucks, if they keep on defensively positioning themselves, that's fine. They've got to get more offense. Offensively aggressive.
Turns out love's kind of inexpensive. Not sorry. Reese's. When we heard there was money in our home, we did what anyone could do. We went looking for it.
You did. Then we heard about Rocket Mortgage, and with just a few taps, you can turn your home's equity into cash. Consolidate your debt, pay off student loans, fix your home.
Fix your home. When you need cash out of your home and a simple way to get it, Rocket can.
Great job, honey.
Rocket. So worth it.
FanDuel has made it.
Lehigh is a good offensive player, but I know he's inconsistent, but I think that's a guy where, yeah, he's a project guy, but you want to go and grab a player like that you feel can help your team. And I think it doesn't matter how inconsistent a guy may be. If you feel like you could put him in a system and play in the minor leagues for a few years, or in Europe or whatever, then you feel better than saying, well, he's inconsistent, and you let another team snap up and grab him, and he becomes a star for them down the road. Well, Anderson was big. Anderson was big in that first period. He's got the go-ahead goal. And he's got two assists, 2 points, a goal and an assist, and both goals that were off of shots on goal that he shot either the puck in the net or he shot it and it got tipped. Oh. Waiting here very soon. We will be on our way to the second period. Huge period for the
The Los Angeles Kings with the second pick are proud to select Quentin
the Vancouver Canucks.
Braves. Fifth and sixth goals of the season, John. It's a little early to extrapolate, but over the course of an 82-game season, up to 49.
That's it. And he got a new contract. Columbus really couldn't afford to sign him.
We are back.
Bergman committing to, okay, let's win now. You've got Shea Weber, you've got Carey Price. Let's get a guy like Josh Anderson, who, as you say, could year and sign him long term. And the Canadiens committed to Josh Anderson 7-year, $8.5 million contract.
And the face-off won by Montreal to start the period. I'll answer some of these questions at the first break. Miller behind the net and a good hit on Drouin. Over Miller in his own in the Montreal zone. Horvat. And the Canucks shoot over. Miller trying to pass it in front. Here's Horvat. The backhand's behind. Miller goes down. No penalty call. No power plays for the Canucks. And we're in the second period. And even though they've been vicious losses for Vancouver, a lot of power plays in those losses. But not a ton of power play goals. Tatar tries to shoot this through into the middle of the ice. And that is turned over. Good play by the Canucks to start. Miller over the glove and out of play. Through the glove of Allen, who makes the save.
JT Miller was hoping that Brock Besser would get in front for the screen or the tip in, but as you said, good start. Good zone time for the Canucks. This one has that feel next goal wins. Canucks get the goal, gets back in it. Away you go, or if the Canadiens make it a 3-0 lead, it's pretty hard. You talk about Jake Allen, his only loss against the Calgary Flames. You know, it's that 2-0 game.
Back behind Allen, off the boards as well. And continuing to turn it through. There's Hughes.
The Silver Fox is calling next goal wins. Yes, I am, and I do defer to you when it comes to Felix.
And dropped it down for Niels Hoglander. Peterson trying to go grab it. And taken away. Here come the Canadiens with tons of speed. They have a 2-on-1 now. Pass to the goal and a glove save by Demko, who lets the play go. And continue. And then a turnover from the blue line. Great pass by Petrie. To the left circle. A shot. Suzuki. Canadiens keep it. Sherrod is down. And taking this down all the way and cleared. Bye, Alexis. I'll see you tomorrow for Detroit. 2-0 Canadiens. And I'll see you tomorrow for Detroit and Tampa Bay at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. Myers goes down, and there should be a penalty now against the Canadiens. Tripping against Toffoli, is it? No, a Vancouver penalty. What? Against Roussel. So the Habs to the power play. So here's Roussel. Bad call. Bad call. That's a terrible call. He hits him low. That's not a tripping penalty. Hi, Josh. Josh, we're surrounded by Canadiens fans on this stream. Did you see that last penalty, Josh? That's a bad call by the referees. I would RYS it if you'd like. Yeah, I would. Tatar in the offensive zone. And he gets in back from the boards. Weber shoots to center. Jesperi Kotkaniemi off the stick of Mott. Tyler Mott He goes down. Canadiens try to keep it in. Here's Tatar. Tatar pass over to center ice. And dropped off Kotkaniemi, Corey Perry. Perry with 1:10 to go on the power play. Here's Corey Perry to Weber. Weber to Tatar. To Weber. To Tatar. Tatar off the right boards. Pass in front. A shot. Saved by Demko. He's down. Gallagher trying to jam at it. Demko's down. The puck comes to the line and taken back by Shea Weber. He won the slap shot contest last year. There's a shot by Tatar. A rebound. Demko. Thatcher Demko just robbed Corey Perry. And the bubble goalie has returned to BC. 5:30 Eastern tomorrow, p.m. Lightning, and it's an early game for whatever reason. Lightning and Red Wings. First time, not the first time I've watched them, but for the first time we will stream the defending champions since they won it all. I know. Oh, I'm aware, Nathan, and I'm aware, Josh. JT Miller won the faceoff. Here is Tyler Myers, and he shoots it to center. Thank you, William Martin, for the sub. Back in behind Tyler Myers, trying to go over to JT Miller. Evans Anderson picked his pocket. Here's Drouin. Drouin back. Petrie and what seemed like to go on forever this power play. Suzuki pass to the slot. Off of a stick. Can the Canucks get the puck out? Not yet. Here's Petrie. Second unit out there. Suzuki shoots up high. Rebound. Lofted to the left wall. 5 seconds remaining. Here's Toffoli. Shoots for a stick. Gone to the boards. Canucks kill it. Here's Drouin in front. And Anderson could not get there. Canadiens keep in. Petrie a shot. Blocked. And here's Roussel. A good pass over. Jay Beagle looks for Miller. Has JT Miller. Backhands in behind for Antoine Roussel. And shot in by Hughes. Save. Rebound. Roussel. He scores! It's 2-1. Just like that. Antoine Roussel. And off of the corner boards. We're in the Bell, not at the Joe, but it sure looks like that. Just like that, Josh, the Canucks are back in it. How good has this kid been, Antoine Roussel? Kick to the stick by Beagle, and then the fourth line does it against the Canadiens. Just like that. Coming in front, here's a backhander over Allen. And how big were those saves by Demko on the other side when it could have been 3-0 as Hughes turned the puck over, but it comes to the boards and then dumped right off the glass to center. And if Vancouver wants to change, they can, they will. The lotto line goes off. It's taken by Hoglander. Well, not completely. Well, it did go off because the Pettersson line is back on. And Evans from the line and take it away. JT Miller shoots. Up high, and Pearson with a hit on Weber. And Miller and Sherratt in behind the net. And a hit on Mete. And the Canadiens move in. Here's Evans. Schmidt stays back. Canadiens change. Here's JT Miller shooting it in. Moving to bum rush is Pettersson. Canucks are changing. That's why they didn't shoot to keep the puck in. Here's Schmidt. Schmidt turns from a potential check, and he gets it over to Roussel to Tanner Pearson. And Tanner Pearson's out there. Here's Antoine Roussel. And a drive by Myers. Got cooked to the boards by Allen and a big hit. And here come the Canadiens looking for more room. Danault. Myers out, and he got his pocket picked. Schmidt in front, and he could not deflect the puck away, but Demko makes the save. Alexis, no. I'm not making that trade. Not from what I saw Antoine just do. No, I know. They got robbed twice. They got robbed twice in a row, even though the year before they didn't have the worst record in the league. Yeah, no question. But they like Holtz. Allen from behind the net. And he chipped that in front. Also, I like how Holtz's biggest rival, but the second best player in Sweden, ended up going to New Jersey. So I can root for both of those players if they make the teams in the next few years. No, I'm not doing that. First of all, that would never work because Montreal would never want to bite the contract of Myers. Demko makes another save off the line, but Antoine Roussel cuts the Montreal deficit to 1. Deno? First of all, Montreal would never do that trade because they don't want to give up Deno. Number 2, they would not bite the contract of Myers. Nathan, from California to Vancouver? Okay. He's a big Lamar Jackson fan. I do know that, though.
All our techs are pros. They know exactly which parking lots have the strongest signal.
I just don't have the bandwidth for more business.
Josh, if you want to get into some discussions, I know you're not too big into the sport, but Nathan and I had a really interesting discussion about baseball yesterday. Because I was thinking of sports that you like. So, Nick Sedani, I think I did. Oh, that's the coach. Yeah, he's great. I'm a big Deshaun Watson fan for Houston, but I have a weird feeling that he's gone. Well, I mean, not every Ravens fan was happy when Lamar Jackson left.
That's my turtle. Fraud protection. Discover something brighter. Serena, there's a junior photo of Shea, except under his picture it says Shea Weber, which is kind of funny because second one Serena now sits on Shea Weber Way. Stick that Alex Blair from John. First name wrong, the second name spelled wrong. You know, I have a picture of myself at the Trenton Memorial Gardens.
I don't think he was traded. I'll look. Also, I got to answer those questions later, too. For the Canucks, what really got me in love with them was that whole 2011 roster, especially the Twins. Daniel and Henrik really made me fall in love with the Canucks. Whoever was asking that before, the Canadiens fan. Miller in front, Horvat! Rebound loose! Allen! Oh, and they nearly made it 2-2. Here's Chatfield, goes down. Backhander in front, and it's moved away. Here's Pearson, shoots. Deflected to the boards by Jake Allen. A save that was made, and backhands over to the line. Kept in by Alexander Edler. And behind Tanner Pearson, pushes it through. You asked. Yeah, that's right, Rihanna. No, nobody was traded. The Canucks are going to the power play. After they had all those chances to score a goal, the Canucks to the power play. Their first power play. Remember, they let in a shorthanded goal last night. But they will have their first power play of the game, trailing by 1 in the score sheet and on the shot clock. And it'll be drawn for interference. What is Wentz's value? Not sure. Probably, I don't think a first rounder, but probably a multitude of other picks and another player. Hoglander in behind. Hoglander back to the line. Schmidt holds. Myers a blast! And saved by Allen. Pearson from there. Here's Petrie to try to clear it, and he will. Like, what do you mean it's a plaque as the puck comes into the Canadian zone? Yeah, I don't know as much. I don't know if they'll get as much, but I would say that's kind of similar. But that's the thing. They got 2 first-rounders for Stafford. This is an offside or a penalty? This is a penalty? A hooking penalty against Pearson. This isn't good. 4-on-4 now, and then the Canadiens will get a power play. And a hook by Pearson, and the Canucks, who haven't scored a goal all year on a 4-on-4. I don't know if Montreal has. I don't think so. If they have, they've only scored 1. Got Ganemi, lost it, and back here is Hughes. Hughes from behind the net. Ertz, I think, would be more valuable. He's not leaving, though. Here's JT Miller up at center. Miller holds it. They're not gonna destroy the whole team's foundation, guys. They're still gonna want to keep a few more players. That was kind of your asking price on that. JT Miller tries to go over for Hughes. Hughes turning, doesn't want to turn the puck over. You might want to go to center there if you want. And Horvat will. Over to Hughes, a guy that if he wants to can stick handle through a phone booth. Miller almost lost it. Passed over Horvat. Miller now lost it. Kotkaniemi. And they've got Toffoli. Toffoli, Kotkaniemi, 2-on-1. Toffoli shoots. Rebound. Cycle to the boards. Here's Weber. Hands it off to Toffoli. A shot. Wide off the boards. There's Myers. And taken away by JT Miller. Over for Hughes. Jake Allen. There's a pass in front for Roussel for Sutter, but Sutter is offside. Oh, a poster. I thought you said a plaque. Like, I thought you was like a statue of him, like, running or something like that. Also, how excited are you guys for NCAA football 2021? I am hyped, and I can't wait to get it and play with Texas A&M. That's my favorite D1 college football, Division I college football team. The 4-on-4 is about to end, and the Canadiens' power play will start. Shot off the wing, deflected away. Roussel. And it is cleared all the way down into the Vancouver zone. Shut down from the boards. Less than 30 seconds to go on the Montreal man advantage. They'll move up fast. Here's Suzuki. Beagle try to intercept it, but not able to. As here is Ben to try to go grab it. You just got to clear this down, and just rifled to Allen. Oh, it is a flag. Okay. But again, answer my question. How are you guys feeling about, how excited are you guys for NCAA football 2021? I actually have for Xbox 360, I have the last NCAA 13 or 14, I think. I have the last one ever created until this point, and I've played it a few times. It's fun. Hoglander passed over to Pearson, lost a chance on the puck, and jabbed off the boards. Here's Gallagher. Gallagher brings it up. Pass to the slot. Gallagher from behind again. Took a hit from Peterson. Then a chance in front to Tatar. A shot from the wing. Save made by Demko. What a save by Thatcher Demko. I have either Madden 19 or Madden 20. I think I have Madden 19. Yeah, I don't have Madden 20. Like, I've either Madden 18 or Madden 19. I'm one of those games. I stopped kind of getting games. I stopped getting, like, sports video games in 2020, but I do have NHL 2021. I just haven't opened it and played it yet. Yeah, just send the pic on the Discord. I don't really think it matters where you put it. You can put it wherever you want.
Consolidate your debt, pay off student loans, fix your home,
cash out of your home, and a simple way to get it, Rocket can.
Great job, honey.
So worth it.
History doesn't just live in the past. It's all around us. And Blank History is building the future every day.
I think the sketchy website I bought this turtle from stole all my info. Ooh. Have you looked on the bright side?
That's cool.
Just go there and be responsible for any first purchases.
That's cool. That is really cool.
That's my turtle.
I have a bunch of different pictures and posters and stuff in my room.
Right now, 7-foot shopper will win an amazing prize every time the Canucks score.
Well, Dan, you were talking about Anton Roussel reenacting the Alex Burrows tribute to Luc Bourdon. We think it's likely for his agent to pass away recently. 3 days ago, Chris and Dave.
Sure.
Sports represented Antoine since he turned pro. And only 40 years old. Died suddenly and naturally a tragedy for all involved.
Hold on, let me
Paying tribute after potting his first of the year to get the Canucks on the board.
nope, that's too low. No flash or anything. If you can see that, that's what it looks like. Do I play NBA 2K? No. I used to be big into it. I don't really play it anymore. I'm pretty bad at it, and I'm not a big NBA fan, as that was a Besser shot that was gloved by Allen. Hurts or Wentz? I said Wentz at first, but Hurts has been the better quarterback. So that's the plaque, if any of you guys said that. And the next QB definitely would, I would say, would Hurts. Jalen's just a good quarterback. So Goff would then go to Houston? I don't know if I want Goff there. Hey, I just realized this. You guys can all watch the game with me on time. Well, I'll be behind. But, Josh, the Red Wings Lightning game will be on Sportsnet tomorrow. I'll be streaming that game, of course. I'll be watching it on Fox Sports Detroit. But you guys can do that as well. And where what? Sportsnet for Canada. Oh, where did Nathan see it? I don't know. I don't even know if these things get finalized until like the season starts. Off season starts in March officially. Nathan, you have, and you're wrong. And there's a hit on Kulak. 8:12 to go in the second. They're in the Canadian zone. McEwen tries to go grab it. Beagle bumped off the puck. Canadiens throw to center. Good hit by Edler. Canucks try to flow to center. If they can get it, they have speed the other direction. Still trying to tap at it. Shot in at the line. And here come the Canucks. Edler over to Chatfield. Jalen Chatfield, the smaller defenseman, hands it off for Mott. And that directed off. Chatfield backs up instead of trying to go and hit. Actually was a better idea as well, as this is deflected out of play. A high stick, that's what it was. No, can you send the Nathan, send the Deshaun Watson Lions link. Send it to the Discord under NFL News. Nathan. There's a shot in front. They score. Toffoli tips it. Canadiens up by 2 again. And they just went down the ice, and then just a good pass. And I don't really fault the Canucks defensively there. They just got a bit tired, and it's a face-off win. It's a good pinch by Petrie. And this is just a tip in through. We'll see if this stick is below the crossbar. It looks like it. Let's see again. Yeah, I think this will be a good goal. It is. Edmondson back, and then Petrie as well. And backing along over for Petrie to go with it. Nathan. It's not true. Nathan, put that under NFL news. I'll see if I can do it. Oh, but that's not that they're going to do it. That's just a rumor report. Oh, okay. It's under stream updates. He put it in the wrong thing.
He is hot, and especially against the Canucks. We talked about how he loved playing here in Vancouver. He got his confidence back, and Mike was talking about that in the pregame show. He kind of got a little stagnant in Los Angeles, came to Vancouver, got his confidence
Toffoli is the now the leading scorer of all time in Montreal to score goals against the Canucks. As he has passed Cormier and Frank Mahovlich and a few other all-time greats. 6:24 left in the second. Allen denied 3-2.
Montreal Canadiens feasting on the Canucks back when. Montreal, when the Canucks came into the league, I gotta find this stat here. No, maybe I don't have it. Oh, here it is. I'm looking at the wrong side of the sheet. They went 25-0-5. 25 wins, no losses, and 5 ties. The first
There's Weber from Edmonton, and then fanned again off of Miller's stick. Tries to hand it over to Horvat, and the Canucks are offside. But that's a rumor mill. That hasn't been officially. They haven't officially made the trade yet. As that all happened because Petrie fell down, guys, in the zone. Jose. Who's Jose? Oh, Josh, you mean? I don't know if Josh is here right now. Face off at the Canucks bench after the offside call. And here's Gaudette. Canucks, they could get another goal here and don't allow another Montreal goal. Going into the third intermission, the second intermission down one wouldn't be that bad. Backhander is stopped by Demko. So, Josh, Nathan's been asking you if you want this plaque. It's under stream updates on Discord. 5:50 left in the second. 3-1 Canadiens. So he's been asking, and he also sent another thing on stream updates. It was supposed to go on NFL news, but something about rumor mill on Stafford, on Goff going to Houston and Watson going to Detroit.
Now he's not so tiny. No, but our apartment is. Luckily, with Rocket Mortgage, we can adjust our home loan options, customize our monthly payments, down payments, and our closing costs. Now we can get a home with more space and a yard.
Yeah, I know, but it's a rumor mill, so I don't know how accurate that is. First of all, I don't think they're going to go straight quarterback for quarterback. There would have to be some picks given to Houston, definitely. I think Watson doesn't go without a first-round pick, and I don't think just that.
More ways to win. Oh boy, my odds look big on camera.
You have that plaque? Oh, my God. What? Why would they? You're delusional, Alexis. Why would Houston ever trade those players? So here are players that Mark Bergevin went out and got. Joel Edmondson, Corey Perry, Josh... skipped all the players. A bunch of free agents, and he went to make this team deeper and more balanced, and he has done that. There's the former Red Wing and St. Louis Blue, general manager of the Montreal Canadiens, Quebec-born Mark Bergevin. Weber a shot! Deflected, and Gallagher went down because the puck hit his leg. Here comes Miller to shoot in. 3-1 Montreal. And another Canuck went down. Here's a chance for the Canadiens, and on goal, and a save by Thatcher Demko. How did this come up on your thread? I don't know. Are you a Montreal fan? I'm broadcasting the game, but I just can't show the TV or I'll be banned for copyright. So I'm not going to make stuff up. Like, it's legitimately the game. It's a commentary. No, Jake Allen. As Gallagher just got clopped right in the leg with the puck. Friendly fire, too. Yes, now that we have more people here. Let's discuss how the Mets have the best rotation in all of the Major League Baseball. Evans down off the face-off. And Schmidt off of his stick as well. Canadians trying to get this through. Puck went off the boards. Beagle battles. And off of Mott's stick. And the puck deflects out of play off of Beagle, who's shaking his head, going, why can't we get the puck out? Another game on Sportsnet for those in Canada. Boston and Philadelphia. I'll be watching that game. I will not be live streaming. How? He's won 2 straight MVPs. He's the best pitcher in baseball, and he's definitely top 5 best player. You can make a case for him being the best player in all of baseball. How is he? And Syndergaard's getting better. He overthrew those past years when they didn't have good run support. So he kind of has to he's had a lot of injuries. As the Canadiens motor in their own zone. There are the Canucks moving Schmidt. Trying to see if they can get a goal here. There's a shot blocked. And the Canadiens will take this to center. Here's Evans over Myers behind the net. Hey, Blue Jays will be good. Blue Jays, they made the playoffs last year. I know they got swept, but I have no question. The Toronto Blue Jays are a good baseball team. I have no problem saying that. Yeah, they're going to be good. And I know Josh is a fan of Seattle, the Mariners. That's another team, though, that's kind of hard to read as Miller lost it. Here's Toffoli. Tyler Toffoli. Backhand. Oh, my God. Why is he so good? Score. Toffoli 4-1. What a move. Between the legs, backhand, top shelf over Demko, and the Canadiens have a 3-goal lead. And just this charade continues. Tatis isn't the best. It's Mike Trout definitely there. What? They're not a rival at all, bro. With you? Yeah, I don't even know what's going on right now as the Canucks try to bring it up and make it 4-2. Continuing is McEwen. What's the score there? I have no idea what's going on. We'll be broadcasting that game once this game's over. We'll also have another game to broadcast in intermission as this goes right off the stick. Hughes, if the Canucks can't come back, hopefully something against the Maple Leafs. Suzuki Lost it. Pass to Gallagher. Off the right boards. Oh my God! Dallas is just dominating. Backhander wide by Gallagher. And Droa got dumped down there. Here's Hughes. Hoglander goes to Tanner Pearson. Pearson shoots through, and Hoglander looks to grab that. I think I heard that. Yeah, Arenado went to St. Louis. Here's Edler off the boards looking for Bo Horvat. Horvat. And now here's Suzuki, who mails it to center. And here's Myers. Myers drops it to JT Miller. Miller through. Miller to the left side of the boards. Yep, to Foley. That's his second goal of the game. Remember, he scored a hat trick in one game against Vancouver. Here's JT Miller off the line. That first game, a Canucks win. Maybe that's a good omen. Shot by Myers. No. Edler. And now Besser. And now Besser tries to establish position. Besser back to Myers. Myers off a stick, off a skate, and in behind. Pass from the boards. Canadiens are up on it. Now the Canucks get it back. Edler. Canucks, are they onside? Delayed offside, so Miller punches it in, but then they said your skates were clearly offside, so we're going to stop play with the minute 53, and the Canadiens up by 3 goals. Alexis, I don't know what you're asking. No, I don't know who that is, Nathan.
Good anticipation. You can see he knew that there was going to be the turnover. Gets in behind, so it's a one-on-one, and he makes it count. Show off the face-up.
Canadiens back through. Here's a hit on Gaudette, and now Tanev with it. Tanev back pass. Taken away by Evans. Here's Ben. Jordy Ben. To Schmidt from the line. Taken back by Schmidt again. Schmidt from the boards. Down by Shea Weber. And then over to Allen. And in this game, I feel like the Canadiens, if they win, like, oh no, like I can't beat them, the turnovers, everything, something's wrong with the Canucks. They're not going to do good this year. No, it's not that. It's number one, they're learning how to win. Number two, the thing with the Canucks, it's not that they played bad defense, but they made a few turnovers, and now you know you can't make any against Montreal. That's a glove pass, a hand pass. And the Canucks did not have a lot of offense today. I didn't think that was going to be a problem, but it clearly was, and the Canadiens have. A slashing call against the Canadiens, so the Canucks will have a must-necessary power play. They did not allow a shorthanded goal on the power play for the Canucks, but the last time they were on the power play, 28 seconds in, they committed their own penalty to make it a 4-on-4. 4-1 Montreal. But the Canucks go into the power play that could extend into the third period. 0 of 1 for one shot on their last power play before it nullified. Hughes hands over. Pettersson shoots up high. Besser can't get there because immediately leaping onto the puck is Allen. A bunch of people in here are kids, and then a few of us are adults. I know, like Josh and I. What's his name? Alexis is almost. Here's Hughes, pass to the left circle. Miller to Hughes. Quinn Hughes. JT Miller. Quinn Hughes. This is Vancouver Classic. Pettersson shoots up high. Rebound. Allen, just everything. And you wonder if this is just Jake Allen's just been solid against the Canucks. He hasn't lost a game this year against Vancouver. You know what? Maybe it's this karma for shelling him in the playoffs when he was in St. Louis. Back from behind, Pettersson with it. Sherratt tries to throw it out. And it finds its way to center. Here's JT Miller. Passes it down the ice, taken by Sherratt. I think he's like 17. JT Miller. Back in front, over to Miller. As Hughes over to Besser. And back Pettersson. And now Hughes a shot up high and gloved down by Allen. Can't stop this goaltender with 4.5 to go in the second and 1:09 in the power play.
Canadiens have taken advantage of all their deflection chances. Josh Anderson's goal, Tyler Toffoli's goal, and then you can see Brock Besser, and it's just a matter of, okay, sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. Besser saw it, was on the backhand, would have been a tough tip, but had a chance.
Evans off the faceoff. Sherratt trying to go grab it. Good hit by Besser. Besser backhand in front. Could not get there. So the Canadiens don't do well early on in the second period, but dominate on their way through it. 4-1 Montreal. The Canucks need an answer on the power play in period 3, trailing by 3. All right, let's see. What games can we stream right now? What games are not over? Calgary is down by Winnipeg 3-1. Go-ahead goal, Derek Forbert from Neil Pionk and Andrew Kopp. 5-1 Dallas, that's an intermission. 2-0 Carolina. That game's going on. Svechnikov from Stahl and Fogle is the go-ahead. So you can do Carolina, Chicago, or Arizona. We're doing that one. Arizona, St. Louis. It's a 1-1 game.
The minute you're diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, you should have a Dexcom. Knowing where your numbers are going before they get there is a superpower.
I had other systems, and I'm on this one because it's the best. It works. It's easy to wear. It's easy to put on. You can see it right on
So
your
just give me
phone.
1 second,
Imagine
and we will be right
No fingertips.
to that one.
Can't say that enough. I think that's an incredible advancement.
This is a CGM technology.
All right, here we go. Power play for the Blues. 2:13 left in it. No, I'm broadcasting games. St. Louis power play trying to move this back and controlled from Shen. O'Reilly hands it off to Braden Shen. The former Flyer gets it back. Torrey Krug. What a pass in sequence. And the Coyotes clear. Here's Torrey Krug. Krug quarterbacks the power play. Drops it off. You saw so much of that when he was in Boston. O'Reilly at center. Ryan O'Reilly drops it off. Back pass. David Perron. Perron with the right circle. He drops it off over to O'Reilly. Back from the line. Left circle, they pass. Looking for space. Ryan O'Reilly holding it. O'Reilly tapped it in and off of Schwartz. And here's O'Reilly. And he passed it back. Torrey Krug shot from the corner. And that one blocked by Hjalmarsson, the former Blackhawk, with a good play against St. Louis. And the Coyotes clear. Schmaltz. Bertuzzo dropped it off. And here's Sanford. Over. Left circle shot. Save. Rebound. And back for Sanford. And then another shot. That one went wide for the Blues. Back for Mike Hoffman. This Blues team is just stacked on offense. Drops it off to the left side of the boards. Controlling. Hoffman holding. Shooting. Save made by Darcy Kemper. With 31.8 to go in the first and 18 seconds remaining on the St. Louis power play. And right through the stick, and that was just a seeing eye shot by Michael Hoffman. And then there's the save on Jordan Kyrou, who's been all over the score sheet in the past few nights. Face-off won by the Coyotes. They can't clear. That's a bad play. Thomas passes it in front, and they tried to intercept it, and Dvorak made a play, and Arizona shoots it all the way down. Jordan Binnington outside of his net. St. Louis power play over. Dunn shoots in. Glove down and shoveled back from Kemper. Dropped into the zone, and that'll do it for the first period. 1-1 between the Coyotes and the Blues. Goals scored by Dvorak from Pitlick and Kajula, and Hoffman from Pareko, and Semi Blay.
Let's take it to the Flames and the Jets currently in action, and we'll pick it up in the first period. Flames power play. Fresh off a shootout win last night, by the way. Johnny Beaver was that winner. Oh, they turn it over. Mason Appleton finds Trevor Lewis.
All right, Carolina versus Chicago. We'll get to that one now. 90 seconds remaining in the first period. Hurricanes 2, Chicago 1 here in Chicago. Drop from the corner. That was Svechnikov. Pushes it in. And over Murphy and deflected out of play.
Shot from the point, redirected in by Nikolai Ehlers. So to Foley, Lewis, Forbert, you had 14 years with the LA Kings. Your draft picks are doing pretty well tonight.
These are satisfying nights when you're sitting on the outside. Garrett Forward, first round pick of the Kings. Tyler Toffoli, we talked second round pick of the Kings. Trevor Lewis is the reason I am a Los Angeles King because we picked him up and the Los Angeles Kings took him in the first round. They came up and were spending time scouting with Ron Hextall and Dean Lombardi, which led to my appointment.
Duncan Keith from Janmark. Blackhawks shoot it in. And moved Reimer to get it away. And Janmark back off the boards. Turns it through from... Now Andrew Shaw has Janmark. Try to pass to Janmark off his stick. And the Hurricanes get it away. Third in the division is Carolina. They're going to have to watch the games between Florida as Niedermeyer shoots one and Columbus. Columbus right now getting destroyed by Dallas 5-1. Puck almost called for icing, but none. Here's the former New York Ranger, Brady Shea. Flown to center. Sebastian Aho on the right side. They want to get it to him. Aho was wide open. Now he goes for the forecheck, and he was checked by the hand. Trying to push this in goal. And a save by Lankinen. Really, Tyson? Really? Nathan, the stream will end once the Canucks Canadiens game is over and the Dallas Columbus game is over. Then the stream will end. We'll do 2 predictions for tomorrow's games. In intermission, I'm not sure for Montreal. In this game, score! They score! Patrick Kane with a goal! And what a goal by him off the corner boards! And Kane has tied the game! I saw. So how about that? Late in the period with 14 seconds left in it. Puck comes in behind now with 6 seconds left in the first. And dropped in and behind. And this will go to Reimer. Reimer shoots off the boards. Carolina Hurricanes don't want to start with it. Hurricanes went pretty well in this period. But Patrick Kane and the Hawks tie it with 14 seconds remaining in period 1.
Your most life-changing sleep is about what's underneath.
Yeah, that's the 8-bit one.
Inside precisely 1,501 perforations create a cooling system so effective you won't be awake to notice. Only Casper mattresses are made with 86 supportive gel pods to align your spine and eliminate aches and pains. It's the cooling supportive comfort you need for the most refreshed feeling each morning. Only on a Casper mattress. Only at Casper.com.
Verizon lets you have it all.
You don't just get Verizon 5G, you get amazing entertainment.
Get 5G from America's most reliable network and the best in entertainment. Now, new and existing customers with select unlimited plans get their favorite shows and originals on Discovery Plus.
There's always something to watch. They could binge that stuff all day.
And Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus are all included.
With Verizon, you get so much more than just a great network.
Unlimited plans include 5G. Plus, we'll get you $1,000 off our best phones when you switch. Only on Verizon.
History doesn't just live in the past, it's all around us. And great history is building the future every day.
Also, Wild and Avalanches started, and I'm really, really interested in that game. Sure, Alexis.
Synopsis with NHL Tonight. Top it off with On the Fly.
Every game matters.
All season long on NHL Network.
It's not an app. I literally found them on YouTube. You can find them on YouTube. Just type in Cole Sillinger. You can find Canucks, Blackhawks. I said Chicago. I think Columbus, Toronto.
First half of that period was decent for the Canucks, and then Tyler Toffoli just demoralizing his former team again.
Well, if Chris Tanev was dad, Tyler Toffoli is daddy.
Eagles 9 goals against the Vancouver Canucks. It's a bad look.
Toronto, Vancouver, San Jose, Mississauga Steelheads, Chicago Blackhawks.
This offseason was challenging. The Canucks did not have money to throw out their problems, no buyouts were granted, but it is a tough look, Dan. When you look
Carolina, Winnipeg as well. I would like to say the Canucks are the best team in Canada, but right now they're getting schooled by Montreal. It's kind of embarrassing.
He's really riding that wave of confidence and he's playing in a big, big way. And look at the additions the Montreal Canadiens have made. It's not just Toffoli that's paying off there.
Anderson 6 goals. Looks like Allen's going to pick up another victory if the Canucks can't come back. Perry, after coming up the task as well with 2 points at Edmonton, has been very good as well. So Bergeron's additions paying off. Now, we mentioned some of the bottom 6 guys. That hasn't been the problem for the Vancouver Canucks this season. The bottom 6 production has been better than what we would expect.
Just look at the last couple of games.
He's fifth.
JB going to that McEwen scoring tonight. Antoine
I'll look him up.
tough game, but he scored
Oh, I did watch him already.
has combined for 15 goals so far this season. Brandon Sutter has 4. Tyler Mott has 5. Other guys in 2.
I'd say maybe 8th. I don't think he's as good.
The lack of production has not been because of the bottom 6. And we talk about the contracts, and that's an issue. And when it comes to goals,
Minnesota just jumped on the power play. Also, this is 5 minutes left in the second intermission, even though it seemed like we've been here forever.
Miller, Pedersen, even with the lines mixed up.
well, and that's been the big problem. Not only are they not scoring, they're not generating zone time the same way they did in the past. And that's a big problem for this Canucks team. Yes,
He's not as skilled offensively as some of the other guys on the list. And I'm not seeing a lot of speed. No, he's good. He'll be drafted top 10, but not top 5.
How much do you think these games against Montreal is that the Canadiens, well, they're obviously a great team, but they're a bad matchup for this Canucks team?
See, I'm not even sure if they necessarily are a bad matchup. Listen, I have all the respect in the world for how the Montreal Canadiens play. I know Canucks fans don't want to hear it, but I have a lot of respect for Claude Julien as well as a head coach. But it's the Canucks essentially shooting themselves in the foot. And the problem has been, and perhaps this goes to your point about maybe the matchup's not great, a lack of discipline when they're playing this team. They don't play the game the right way, the way we have seen them do it in the past. Now, tonight, it has been a better all-around game. A couple of mistakes ended up in the back of their net, a couple of bad bounces. But for the most part, it's them shooting themselves in the foot more than anything.
And full value for Montreal, though, for taking advantage of whatever mistakes are given.
A trade to announce? If it's the Watson trade, I'll see if, again, I don't want you announcing trades that haven't happened. Again, we're not seeing anything there. Canucks are not bad. They just don't match up well against this Montreal team, and they are mentally out of it when they play them. Canucks are not bad. Canucks are third in the division, and they may stay there depending on what happens with Winnipeg and Calgary. I'll look.
Legally, I'm not allowed to say the words, but I'm gonna. All your favorite bets are on FanDuel Sportsbook. The coin flip, same game parlays, the first touchdown, any touchdown. Here's the best part. New users can get exclusive 55-1 odds on either team to win the FanDuel Sportsbook. More ways to win. Oh boy.
Again, he hasn't been officially traded.
Bridgestone's runs of tires are engineered to make sure nothing comes between them and the road, especially not a little bit of water. Bridgestone, solutions for your journey. Official tire
There's
of the NHL.
There's been rumors Chicago, Cleveland, Green Bay, but nothing official yet. These guys might end up there, but probably not until the offseason.
Then we heard about Rocket Mortgage. On just a few taps, you can trade home equity to cash.
No, but not just Ottawa.
You have student loans.
I'm not in denial. First of all, it's early in the season again. They've beaten Winnipeg, who has been one of the best offensive teams in the league. They beat Edmonton. They've beaten Montreal. We have beaten Montreal. We've beaten every team in the North Division we've played except for the Flames, and don't get me started on them.
A lot can happen with this info. Tell your story. Get people excited. To get connected,
I don't-
share, and sell anywhere. Just
No, it's fine.
a different future. Start different.
Oh, that one, yeah. J.J. Watt for Zach Ertz? No, Philadelphia would never accept that trade. That's a bad trade. I know they have other tight ends, but he's an offensive superstar, and J.J. Watt's older, and I know he makes a lot of plays, but are you willing for 2 great years of J.J. Watt to give up 10 more years of Zach Ertz? That's a bad trade for the. I'll take that as a Houston fan. I'll take that trade absolutely. I love Watt. He's been the soul of our team, but basically kind of a Trevor Linden-esque where you give up the heart and soul of your team, but aging for a guy that can help you now. I'll take that. What do you mean What does that mean? They were fantastic against Ottawa, who's not that good, but they were fantastic against Ottawa. They were great against Winnipeg. They were good in the first game against what was it? The Oilers. And they were very resilient in the game against the Canadiens. The first game against the Canadiens, and they were pretty solid in that second game against Edmonton. You said you wanted to trade Ertz for Watt. A few losses as well, Josh, the Canucks played well in. This loss they're playing good in. That they've been like, well, in our mind? No, in reality. Like, I'm not saying the Canucks, like, I picked the Canucks to go far in the playoffs. I didn't pick them to win the cup. I'm not saying the Canucks can win the cup. I'm just saying that they can win the division and make more strides to the cup-winning team that they'll be in a few years. Knock on wood. Face-off won by the Canucks. Here comes their power play in the final minute of play. Great stretch pass, Miller! And that one went wide. So fast was that play in the Canucks bread and butter that the camera didn't even get to it until it was too late. Horvat and dropped off a stick and into the Vancouver zone. 4 straight wins is pretty consistent. which they had before last night. Here's Peterson. Drops off, pass it in the middle. Over for Hughes. Passes it to Peterson. Peterson shoots, he scores! Elias Peterson, and it's 4-2. What a shot! His second goal of the season against the Canadiens. And just like that on the power play, 53 seconds into the third, the Canucks score a power play goal and are now only down by 2. Yeah, because I'll explain to you why it's delayed. I'm in America, in New Jersey, to be straight with you, and you guys are watching this on Sportsnet, like on the regular television. NHL TV feed is behind. So I'm going to be behind games. I'm going to be behind Canucks games and some Red Wing games, but for the Devils, I'm probably be ahead. Evans hands it over and off the boards it goes. Canucks now Edler takes a hit from Anderson. See if they can make some crisp passes. What a movement. Right up the middle. And shot in. And behind the net. The Canucks go Sherratt. Canadiens go Sherratt over to Kotkaniemi, who is walled off. And there's Hoglander. And the Canucks are going to move it. And they're going to have a 3-on-2. Moves it over. Hoglander shoots. Saved by Allen. And he gloves down the rebound. Yeah, that's why. Canadiens try to get this to center. Philip Danault in behind the goal, and he backhands from the boards. Shot in by Sherratt. And then jostled to center. Besser backhands in. And here is Horvat pushing for the puck. Bo Horvat and Danault bumped off. Here's Horvat. Drops it off and flown to center and all the way down for Demko to play. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, in all the games, they have turned the puck over a lot. As a shot by McEwen almost went in, but it's kind of feeling themselves through. Remember, they're still a very young team. They're kind of trying, and they don't have their identity yet. The Canadiens didn't either until last playoff. The Canucks thought they did, but they really didn't. Here's Roussel, tries to get through. Roussel, and the Canucks nearly stole it. And they get it back at center and shoot in. There's a shot to the middle. Here's Byron. Shoots it through. Taken away by Myers. Thrown down, the Canucks try to take it away. It's Peterson. Anderson shoots wide. Behind the net, jostled off. Actually, Demko did make a stop on that puck. And here comes Hoglander. Stays up. Penalty coming up against Montreal. Hoglander shoots. And the extra attacker, Demko on the bench, to the benches. It's a shot that gets deflected out of play. And 16:01 to go. Hoglander draws a penalty. And Anderson to the box. A key defenseman, key winger. And that will send the Canucks back to the power play. 5-2 Dallas. Okay. Well, no, it was also the lotto line and that just dominant power play, the most feared power play in the National Hockey League. And I wouldn't say being carried by Demko. I watched a lot of regular season games where Demko didn't play great. As the Canucks try to push this through, 1 for 2 is Vancouver on the man advantage. Canadiens shoot it down off a backhand. Backhanded from Suzuki over to from Suzuki Pettersson. Suzuki passing along. There's a steal and right over the glove. Canucks force their way to center. And back comes Montreal. A shot right down. Hughes is just harassed there by Lehkonen and finally able to get it out. Over to Besser. Drops it off. Hughes off his stick. And down the line, Canadiens can't clear. Lehkonen hurried off the puck. There's a good stretch pass. Horvat backhanded in to the Montreal zone. And then back to center. Pettersson falls down and puts the play in play. JT Miller moving it over. He moved the puck in. Pettersson did to JT Miller. Miller drops it off. Here's Pettersson. Pettersson waits. Pettersson toe drag. Pettersson! Save Allen. Besser off the boards. And a big hit by Hughes. And Miller with a huge hit on Byron. They're getting more physical as more Canucks come off the bench. Besser right through his legs over to Hughes. Hughes trying to backhand this. Here's Brock Besser. Drops it off. Tyler Myers. Hughes. Right across 4-2 Canadiens. Hughes shoots up the glove by Allen with 15 seconds remaining in the power play and 14-15 in regulation. Yeah, your Canadiens are up by 2. They just they went up by 4-1, but they committed a penalty and early in the late in the second period, and then the Canucks scored on it. Here's Petrie off the draw, and he clears to center. One last chance for the Canucks on the power play. Here is Schmidt, and I don't think he's going to even go for the power play goal. He just wants to make sure numbers are there. Penalty is killed. Pearson dropped it through. Here is Jake Allen the pass right off the glass and down into the Vancouver zone. 1 for 3 is Vancouver now on the power play. Demko drops it off from the boards by the Vancouver bench. And shot up high, that was Mott. And an offside call against the Canadiens.
FanDuel has made it incredibly easy to bet the big game. You know what game I'm talking about. Legally, I'm not allowed to say the words, but I'm gonna. All your favorite bets are on FanDuel Sportsbook. The coin flip, same game parlays, the first touchdown, any touchdown. Here's the best part. New users can get exclusive 55-1 odds.
Columbus just scored another goal. It's 5-3 now.
More ways to win. Oh boy, my odds look big on camera.
Kukin with 12:50 in the third, so I don't know where that ranks. No, there's less time in that game now. So we may not broadcast that game depending on what happens between both games. Yeah. 2-goal game there. I think you meant about, not our, but yes. I actually don't like that goal song that much, but I do like their win song. The one that's like Moon something, the one that goes. If we stream that game and the Blue Jackets score a goal, you'll hear it. Remember, they were down 3-0 in Game 3 to Toronto and came back and won the game. To the guy now playing against Calgary right now in Winnipeg. See, as he scored a point as a Jet right now. Jets up 3-1, which isn't good for the Canucks. No points. I respect the cannon. I just don't like the song. Here's Schmidt. Shoots it through. Myers dumps it in. Also, the Canucks now, we talked about shots on goal. They're now winning in shots on goal. But still down by 2 in the goal category. Here's Myers. Tyler Myers with it. Drops it off into the Vancouver zone. From Miller, who lost it to Drouin, who shoots it in. What are these letters? Here is Schmidt. Hands it off Edler to the glove and stopped by Allen.
Sportsnet celebrates Black History Month tomorrow, but the history of a league that should never be forgotten. A league's legacy that continues to grow today. The Colored Hockey League tomorrow at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on Sportsnet and Sportsnet Now.
What are these letters, Josh? GD games. Seriously. Here's Hughes. Back in behind, off the boards, taken through Niels Hoglander with it. Back pass in behind. Oh, you told me that one time. Drop pass in front. Kotkaniemi tries to get there. He will, but he took a hit from Hughes, and Hughes throws to center. Canucks are changing, and Hughes shoots in. He'll continue to stay on the ice. They'll go for a forecheck. And drops it to center. And there's another pass. And there's Tatar, who moves. Tatar shoots! Slinked wide. They score another goal? Penalty coming up. I think. No. Chance Hope in front for the Canadiens to try to shoot it in. Sherratt. And Sherratt is there. He took a hit. Miller, McEwen chases. Good check down, and Gallagher is making his way to the locker room as he got hit really hard, and that'll be icing against the Canadiens. Oh, that would have been 5-4. Wow, that would have been a 1-goal game in Columbus. Back from Allen and chased again. There's a shot up high, and it will come down.
In this season where you can give Carey Price some rest. I'm sure that Carey Price is ready for the playoffs.
Shot by Myers, wide. There's your shell. Shot it in around. Sutter was there as well. Controlled Schmidt, backhands it in. There's a jostling puck. Byron takes a hit by Myers. Canadiens trying to get it out. They will. There's Lehkonen shooting in. Backed up by Myers, who drops it through away from Sutter. And Mott off of his stick into the Canadian zone. Excuse me. Anderson took a hit. Canucks looking for it. Mott going to pass it over to Horvat, who's got to get on side. And shot in right to the glove of Allen, who put some acrobatics on that one to stop the puck and stop play.
looks like Jimmy Waite, goaltender coach of the Montreal Canadiens, and I'm sure he's pleased with having Jake Allen and Carey Price. That must be one of the easy jobs in the league.
Puck flown in. There's Edler, and then Anderson also took a hit and taken in behind. Off the far board, try to pass in front. Anderson off his stick. Shoots out of play while he rammed into Hughes. And Hughes is going to go right to the bench as he took a hit there by Anderson, and the puck had already gotten shot, so I don't know why that was even necessary, as the Canucks will take it. Myers out of play. Sutter against Drouin. Face off won by the Canadiens. Edmondson, a shot blocked. Here's Anderson. Hit big time by Myers. Over to Edmondson. Shooting blocked. And Gaudette tries to go grab it. Canucks will keep it. Take it Sutter. Brandon Sutter waits. Drops it off, and it came to center for Myers to take. 4-2 Montreal. Here's Sutter. Drops it off to Roussel, who is back there. Roussel has scored a goal today. The other one, Pettersson. Roussel pass in front and deflected away. Kept in by the Canucks. Shot there and jostled off a Vancouver player, Sutter. Here's Hoglander. Hoglander in behind. Chased by Suzuki. Hoglander shoots in behind over for Sutter. Sutter drops that back from where Myers was. Now Hoglander chases, beating Edmondson, and takes a hit from Tatar. And Myers tried to glove it down and keep it there, but it went off of his glove. Motored in by Sutter. Pettersson tries to go and grab it. Right off the glass, glove down by Myers. And they say that that's a hand pass, even though he just tried to bat it down when he was looking for Pearson. Canucks trail by 2 goals with 8:48 to go. Pettersson, the last one. Also, Coyotes just tied it after Falk took the lead from Blay and Dundas as Dvorak.
History doesn't just live in the past, it's all around us. And work history is building the future every day. What do you see?
I see a goal.
It's a goal.
Top shelf.
And you?
Safe. That's a safe. No doubt about it.
Are you sure?
For sure. You don't see him?
NHL Tonight. NHL Network. It's as clear as day.
All I can say is absolutely wow.
All the news, scores, stats, and highlights. If it's hockey, it's here. The official app of the NHL. Welcome to the Disney Bundle, where Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus come to life on all your screens. Hulu originals, Disney hits, must-see sports. With Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus, get the Disney Bundle for only $12.99 a month.
Auto parts that make the difference. That's Napa know-how. One of the things the Canadiens felt that they were just too small up front. Well, they get Josh Anderson. He's 6'3", 226. 26 years old. They signed him for the long-term contract, and he's paying dividends. There he is. Perfect position on both those goals and using that size to get body position. Big part of this game.
There's your score. 4-2 with the Canadiens leading by 2. Puck comes into the Vancouver zone. Here's Tyler Myers shooting it from the boards. It was a potential high stick against Vancouver, but the Canadiens touched it as Tatar tries to bring it up. Hughes chased by Gallagher. Both small hockey players that are really good at their craft that got hit up high earlier as that is kicked away by Demko as the shot went from the point to the goal. Canadiens looking for that 3-goal lead. There's a chance in front, deflected wide. Here is Ben Sherratt. Sherratt behind the goal. Sherratt trying to pass in front to no! What a save by Demko.
Interesting, in the offseason, Nathan McKinnon was asked who was the hardest guy to play against, the hardest centerman, and he said Philip Deneau. Kind of surprised me. He said he's so good positionally, and here he gets a great scoring chance. And Pastor Demko slides across and makes the save. Deneau just slide into the middle. It's by Quinn Hughes as the shot on Demko, and Demko makes the save. Just under 8 minutes to go. Nathan McKinnon was saying it was so good that he didn't have to play against the Canadian division because he hated playing against Philip Deneau.
Well, the Canadiens coming into this one is 6-1-2.
Perry goes down, but the Canadiens somehow keep it in. Sent to the far boards. There's a chance in front to Foley there. Canucks get the puck out. And Roussel and Mete. And it'll be an icing against the Canucks.
John, predict the next play on the Canucks app with Play Now, Predict the Play. Download the Canucks app to join in on the action. And play along throughout the game for your chance to win awesome Canucks prizes.
They call in a linesman. And an icing whistle brings the face-off back to the Vancouver zone. And it's center against Tyler Toffoli. And Toffoli wins it. Perry feeds back.
Back in deep again, and the chance. Shot goes over to the boards. Here's Mete. Banked it off. Anderson and the Canadiens are offside.
Pursuing the puck. So they'll blow it down and face off outside the Montreal blue line. 7:22 to go. And the Canadiens leading by a pair.
Well, that came off the
I believe it was the Canucks that were offside. As Luke O'Connor has given Colorado their intermission, but them a 1-0 lead from Sherwood and Kelmakar.
Travis Green has to be pleased with the compete level compared to last night's game. The Canucks look a lot better. They've had some unfortunate bounces against.
Here's Anderson. Shoots. Oh, wide. Canadiens have had a ton of good chances in this third period, but not able to cash on anything. Here's a shot by Edmondson right off the boards. Canucks to take it out. That jostled off a stick, but now Hughes and a 3-on-2, but now the Canadiens get back. Hoglander is offside.
Canucks are in before the puck.
Hughes right down the middle. Fed it across to Hoglander, and as you said, on the left side, Elias Pettersson wanted that pass. Left-hand shot. Hughes took a natural pass over to the other side.
Right back from Evans. And shot in around a save made by Price. Canucks in front. Almost just made it 4-3. JT Miller had a snapshot, and that was gloved up in the air by Jake Allen. As it was Weber who had fanned on it. Face off won by Montreal. Right off the boards they go. Lehkonen, a perfect pass. Not so perfect as it went off the boards and almost was taken by Vancouver. But slotted through a turnover. Canucks turn it over. Lehkonen with it. And then backhanded Besser. Moves over. Good puck movement by the Canucks. They are onside. Horvat in front and goes to the right boards. Besser drops it to Schmidt, who feeds it over, and the Canucks are changing. Defensively mostly, as that's a forecheck by Horvat. Canadians shoot in. Here's Gallagher. Brendan Gallagher shoots. Blocked wide and taken down on the ice by Thatcher Demko. Looks like the Stars game definitely is going to end before this one is. Unless it gets to overtime and this one really speeds through. Sutter right down there. Mott shoots in. And now Roussel. Roussel and dropped away for them. Canadians shoot it to center. And a great pass to Dano, who can't take it away from Chatfield. And the Canucks move Mott. He takes a hit and then makes a hit. Puck thrown in by the goaltender. Jackets have emptied their net in the other game, if anyone's wondering. Pettersson chasing away from Edmondson. He can't keep in, and now they get to center. Shot down the boards and glove down by Demko. 5:17 left in the third period. Canucks still trailing by 2 goals. Sorry.
News, scores, stats, and highlights. If it's hockey, it's here. The official app of the NHL. Daryl's family uses Game Flings now, so their laundry smells more amazing than ever.
Dog's towel?
Hey, me towel, suit towel. More again scent plus Oxy Boost and Febreze in every Game Fling.
Their wins have been beyond regulation, so you have to go back to October 2015.
2:22 left in the third between Columbus and Dallas. 29-22 shots in goal in favor of the Stars. They lead by 2 goals still in that game. October 27th, 2015, the last time the Canucks beat the Canadiens in regulation. They snapped a big losing streak to Winnipeg. Can they do it against Montreal? And to do it in regulation would mean 3 straight goals in the next 5:17. I wanted them to keep him. Hughes from the boards. Edler as well. Makes a hit, and then Hughes lost it. Puck comes all the way down, and it will be icing against the Canucks.
Because you're usually right.
Horvat dropped the center draw. Back from a face-off. You may get it. You may get it, Michael. If the Canucks pull their goal, you may pull their goalie and the Canadiens score an empty netter, you may get it. Canucks move in. JT Miller with a check. Besser back in behind. Canucks to try to keep in. Edler shoots wide. Besser back from it, and then Hughes took a hit. And then Besser, and then Hughes fell down. And now the Canadiens bring up. They have some teammates and dropped it off. 4-on-2. Now a 3-on-2. They have people there. Demko holding his post. Tries to stuff it there, and then the puck came through to Thatcher Demko, and he makes the save. All right, 4:06 to go in the third period. Canadiens up 4-2. Trailing 4 shots to the Canucks, 35-31. Now 3 shots, 35-32. Face off 1, now Schmidt. Shoots it down off the board and taken away by Evans. Here's Myers. Myers behind his net. Demko is not deep in his net. Taken away by Evans, and Demko has just dropped off away and shot through again. Here's Pettersson trying to pass in front. Hoglander shatters off his stick. The puck did bounce that way. Lekanen took a hit, and Myers drops it in again. 3:18 to go. The Canucks need 2 goals. Canucks in their own end. Defensively brought along off the line. And they'll go back to the bench. What? 3:08 to go in the third. With the Canadiens up by 2. Danault gets pushed out. You can watch it. You can watch it if you want. Suzuki against Horvat. Bo wins the draw. Face off to Hughes then. Sorry, I was just signaling something else. That's what the fingers were. Allen back in there. And there's an extra attacker. Empty net for the Canadiens. Dropped off the boards. Taken away there by Hughes. And the Canucks need 2 goals. As it's back off the boards over to Hughes again. Hughes took a hit. 2:32 left in the third. JT Miller, left circle, drops it off. Held in a shot. Save. Rebound! Loose in front of the goal. That's another shot. That missed the outside. Pettersson almost made it 4-3. Here's Hughes. Dropped it from the left circle. Back to Hughes. Quinn to Elias Pettersson. And he lost the puck. And Hughes got jostled. And the puck all the way down, and it'll be icing against Montreal. It's funny, in this arena, the way that Allen was on his back, kind of stifled to the post to try to go grab it. If that puck comes in, and it's funny also that Pettersson is number 40 on the same side of the ice. It's very similar LaPierre, Tim Thomas, Game 5, Bruins, Canucks. Just the way he was, but Pettersson misses the net there. The net is empty, though, so you could get an easy goal that way. 4-2, Canucks and Canadiens still. Also, the Blues have just taken a lead in the second period, and Stars won 6-3 over Columbus. So we won't stream any more games after this. There's a shot in front and a save made by Allen with Pettersson and Sherratt in front. Sherratt trying to jostle off Peterson after the Canucks took timeout. And those are crisp passes by Vancouver. How much time left? 1:56. Here's a chance in front, a shot. Up high and out of play. And that took 7 seconds off the clock. Horvat from the boards. Puck is thrown into the Vancouver end. Here's Peterson behind his net. Peterson back passes it. 90 seconds to go in the third period. The Canucks need 2 goals. Good hit by Horvat on Sherratt. Backhands it over. Horvat with the puck. Bo Horvat to the line. Hughes to Miller. Back to Hughes to JT Miller. Former New York Ranger weaves his way out and goes back to Peterson. To Miller, a shot! Deflected rebound in front and went in behind again. Miller back. Peterson holds it. JT Miller. Miller off the left circle. JT Miller, final minute of play in the game. Canadiens 4, Canucks 2. Canucks need 2, and they need 1 real quickly. Here's Peterson. He continues to play catch with Hughes. Hughes shoots a wrister, and that deflected, and the rebound poked through. Can they get it in? Yes! They score! They score! The Canucks have scored! It's 4-3! Tanner Pearson, as the ref was whacking at the net, and Allen is questioning. With 42 seconds left, the former Los Angeles King has cut the deficit to a goal. And Michael, there's your goal. You just whack at it, you whack at it, you whack at it. He didn't blow the whistle. He didn't blow the whistle, and he never did. And then the puck crossed. And the Canucks are within a goal, and I wonder if the Canadiens call timeout. That's Ellen Gross. You got a lot of new singing. Wow, how about that? You're welcome. And thank you for that. Canucks now are going to throw their attacker. Now he will leave. Vancouver trails by a goal offside. No out of play with 32.1 to go.
Vancouver trying to find a way to claw back and get something out of the game. See JT Miller banging his stick. He had some room on that one, a hard pass, and he just couldn't handle it. That's your Denko now out at the hash marks.
Horvat. And the face-off thrown to Hughes. Quinn Hughes shoots down the line. Canucks have some movement. Gone to the right boards. 22 seconds left in the third period. Montreal 4, Canucks 3. Jostled away Horvat. Still off the boards. Controlling the pass to the line. There's Hughes. Canucks try to keep in. Backhanded over. Besser lost it. Canadiens down the line to the empty net. They score. 5-3 Montreal. Petrie with 5.1 to go in regulation. So Hughes lost the puck and they pinched in, and Aida Mitra, because he lost it right out that same blue line and gone through. Canadiens win, and 5-3. Toffoli, the game-winning goal for Montreal. Canucks come back, but just not enough to salvage a point. They will drop, in Montreal, at least for the next 2 nights or next night and a half, will be leading the North Division. Their second straight win, and the Canucks need to salvage something. They play the only team they haven't played so far in the North, the Big Bad Maple Leafs. All right. I am going to do some predictions. Boston and Philadelphia. Flyers will win 4-3, game-winning goal, Voracek. And then the Red Wings and the Lightning. Red Wings win 3-1, game-winning goal. Is going to be scored by Valtteri Filppula, the former Tampa Bay Lightning player. We will see you tomorrow then at 5:30 Eastern Time for the Red Wings and the defending champions. Good night, everybody. Happy hockey, and I'll see you tomorrow afternoon.